Hi guys, how are we doing today? Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever applies to you. So this is going to be the week 2 September, my week 2 September budget. I do them every 2 weeks. So technically it's the third week in September going to be a budget for the third and the fourth week. If that makes any sense. I may have confused that quite a bit. So let's go ahead. I am back from the bank. I got money out. Let's see what we got. Put this over here. And I also did I had a little bit of a rollover in money that I guesstimated for savings challenges last budget that I had done. So I did include this in here, so I'm not really 100% sure how much is here. And then I did the same as last time. I took out a little buffer for the savings challenges and whatnot. So let's go ahead and count this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 100s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, and 20 in 20s. My piles got a little messy. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40 in 10s. We'll set the extras on our even 100s off to the side. It's easier for me to count. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That doesn't equal 100, so it'll go there. So we got 5 100s. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 1, 2, 3. So 1,300 and 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, there was 20 in there. So 1,300 and 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 20. Alrighty, so let's get all that back up. Okay. All right. How did we do? I'm trying to figure out this whole editing thing. Obviously, I'm normal to it. I'm normal to it. I'm new to it. And I seen somebody one time I think it was Tasty. Is that who does all the recipe videos? Anyway, and whenever they've got to like dice an onion, they'll like hold the onion and then they'll go like this and then the onion's all chopped, and I thought it was awesome. So I was like, I'm gonna progress, and hopefully it looks as cool when I do my money as it does when they chop onions and tomatoes. All right, I digress. So I did go ahead and pull $20 out of the $1 $1 stash that I have. That I have just all these ones. I explained before, I've always kind of collected ones, and so it's just the stash that I already have, and it's out of control. So I'm not going to pull any ones out of the bank or touch any ones until that depletes down to maybe $40, somewhere around in there. There's no reason to keep adding ones to it. So let's go ahead and check our envelopes. We do have money left over. First, let's do the change. Let's get the change out of the way. Oh, we'll get all the silvers in here. And I still have not been to the bank or wherever I'm going to go. I don't know if I'm going to go to the bank or if I'm just going to cash it in at Coinstar. I know that they take 10 cents for every dollar, but to be honest, my bank is 30 minutes away, so I probably spend that in gas to get there just to change in these pennies. but this is full. This needs to get changed. All right. All right. Maybe when I can't close the lid will be the time that I do it. Okay, we'll set those down there. And then let's go ahead and check our envelopes. See what we have left over. Now, I did have to pull out of, which envelope did I take it out of? I believe miscellaneous. We went to a last minute birthday party for my boyfriend's nephews. And I completely forgot to run to the ATM. So I did have a little bit of cash, or I'm sorry, he had a little bit of cash in his wallet, and then I just used the rest out of my, I believe it was miscellaneous. Yeah, the miscellaneous envelope, just to complete that birthday cash present for his card. So that one's a little deceiving. That one actually is supposed to have the full $20 in there that I had stuffed because I didn't use it. But I mean, technically I did use it for something miscellaneous because I hadn't yet created a gifts envelope at that time. Did I? Maybe I did. I don't remember. Anyway, I used the miscellaneous money for that. So, food. We have $7 left over from our food, so that's pretty good. I did not spend my money, and if you didn't see last video, I originally had given myself $50, which I felt that was kind of high, and then we ran out of the eat out envelope very quick. Like within the first week, we had ran out already, so I knew that that wasn't a correct amount that I had placed in there. So I took 20 from me and put that in the eat out, and I still didn't spend my 30. So, and then Liam did spend his money this time, surprisingly, and eat out only has $2 left. So even with adding an extra 20, eat out is still pretty sparse. So that one, I don't know. And then Oops still has the $20. So we still have, I don't know what I want to do with this money yet. Might just go to a rollover. So we still have 20, 40, 50, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So still $59, which is quite a bit for a budget. But again, this is all new to me. We're just going to keep rolling with the punches and see how it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and restuff these. So food is getting $250. I think I'll use 100 out, 200. Yeah, let's go ahead and stick with this. So 250 will go into food. And then I had, like, in the last two videos, I had this, like, annoying, like, whiny kind of sound in my background, and I noticed it on the first video, and I thought maybe I have a little mini fridge in my beauty room here, and I thought maybe it was that, because that's kind of what it sounded like a fridge was running. And so I unplugged it for my second video that I did for the end of the week check-in, and it was still kind of there. So I'm not sure if it's the lights, if it's my microphone, if it's my computer. I'm not sure what's giving that sound off. So I just have some like relaxing meditation music that I listen to sometimes when my anxiety is a little high. I have that kind of playing in the background. Not sure if one, you're even going to hear it, or two, if it's going to be, if it even masks that whatever that sound is coming from. So I don't know. We're just playing it by ear. If the music annoys you, or for whatever reason you don't like it, just leave me a comment. I'm open for suggestions to try to make this better for everyone. So food got $250, and then me, I'm gonna give myself $40 this week. I'm not really sure why. So I'm kind of one of those that, like, if I see something, I just buy it. I just don't think about it, and then sometimes I don't buy anything for a couple months straight. So it's just, I don't know. Me is going to be very hard to dial in. But I'm going to give myself 40. And we'll see how that works. And then Liam, my son, will get 20. Again. And then Eat Out, which is obviously the most, other than groceries, Eat Out is the envelope that I'm pulling all the time. So this may have to go up to 100. I'm not sure. But we're going to stick with 70. So 20, 40, 60, 70. And if you wonder why there's no 50s here on my channel, okay, so Eat Out's going to get its 70, 20, 40, 60, 70. Sorry, it kind of threw me off. My camera shut off again. And of course, I didn't look into the settings to see if that's the reason why it was shutting off all before. So yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, so Eat Out got 70. Then Miscellaneous is going to get 20 again. And oops, I'm going to give it 10 this time. I'm going to slowly try to start dropping that down and hope that I have these accurately placed to where I would need an oops envelope. That's the goal. Okay, so oops goes last, miscellaneous, and then Eat Out in the front, because as we know, we're using that a lot. And then food, me, and Liam go on the other side. And that is my envelope for my wallets all complete. I am going to place this, oh, that's my ones. I am going to place this in my rollover, well, bank deposit and rollover envelope for now. And see if we may need that for savings challenge or not. Otherwise, it's just going to stay in there and roll over for my end of the week budget I want to do at the end of the week. I do a check-in, make sure I don't need to make any adjustments, and then I do another envelope for my savings challenges. Okay, so with that said, let's get on into the sinking funds. Okay, and then we are going to start, this is my first binder. And we're going to start with tags, and we're going to put $5 in tags, which gives me 10 in tags. Like my new, what do you call these, trackers that I made. I'm slowly starting to make everything myself, and I'm quite proud of myself. I'm learning so much about just lamination and everything. Pull is getting 5. So that gives it 10. I guess I didn't really have to pull that out, did I? Oh, goodness. Then new car. It's very hard to read this. New car is getting 20. And there is 10 in there, which makes 30. And I already have the trackers up to date. And then I'll just come in and fill these in later. Deck will be getting 20, which then makes deck have 20, 40, 60. Renovations is getting $10, which makes renovations have 30. Always put the small bills in the front, because I'm silly like that. Clothes is only getting 5. I did go through my son's clothes, and he is not going to need any. I've already purchased what he's going to need for winter, and so he's not going to need any clothes for a long time. And like I had said before, me and my boyfriend, we don't really purchase clothes. We work in a factory. It's dirty, greasy, yucky, so we have our work clothes that we just don't replace until they have holes in them, because it's just pointless. And then as far as our nice clothes, we don't go out very often, but when we do, we already have our wardrobe. We're not really into clothing as far as repurchasing clothing for fashion or anything like that. It's just not what we spend our money on. It's not what we prioritize, I should say. So Christmas is getting 100. So that gives Christmas 200. Everybody kind of has their priorities and where they like to spend their money. Everybody kind of has that thing that they'll move mountains for. They'll figure out a way to buy and do. And for me, it's my house. I put most of my money into my house. Also, eating out. Okay, camera shut off again. I looked it up. I think it's overpower or overheating. But the camera that I had gotten was supposed to be really good for overheating. So I don't know. I went into the settings and I changed it a little bit and see if that helps. I don't know. We will soon find out, I guess. So hold on. Let me adjust the autofocus. There we go. Okay, so what I was saying is just everybody kind of spends their money on their thing that they enjoy, and they'll figure out a way to spend money there, or they will take a loan, they'll take credit cards, they'll do whatever they do. I think everybody kind of has that thing that just one thing that they just, for whatever reason, that's what their money is going to. And for some people that's clothes, and it's just not my thing. So it doesn't make any, we all have our niches. All right, gifts is getting 10. And gifts has 20 from before. Oh, see, so I did have a gifts. I could have used this instead of the miscellaneous, but oh well, too late. It worked out. It's fine. Car maintenance is 60. 20, 40, 60. I don't really have much to say about this. I had put 50 in here before, so that gives us 20, 40, 60, 80, 110. I guess I probably didn't think about the gifts envelope just because this is brand new to me, so my mind doesn't go, oh, let's go see if I have a sinking fund for that. So, next is Liam's savings, and he is getting 100. And he already had 50 in there, so now he is at 150. Like I said before, this is not his only savings. This is just an addition to. House payoff is getting 20, and there's 20 in there from last stuffing, so that now is at 40. Emergency fund is getting 40. Where I had 100 in here from last time. So that puts us at 140. Okay, again, that's not our only emergency fund. It's just an add to, basically to have an envelope. House cash is getting 50, and this is just for house cash, exactly what it says. There was 40 in there from last budget. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. I keep wanting to say last week, but I do budgeting every 2 weeks, so I have to get out of the habit of saying last week. Okay, that's that binder, and then on to our last binder. And then the fun part, savings challenges. Health is getting $10. Okay, and I had 20 in there before, so house is now at 30. Vision, this is for LASIK for my boyfriend, will be getting 40. Okay, it did it again. I mean, I guess I just don't even need to explain anymore. If the video has a cut in it, it's probably my camera shut off. So I took a break. I went and switched laundry over and let the camera kind of keep cool or whatever, cool down. And then I read up on it, and it said that if you shoot in 4K, it's more likely that it heats up, which I had been shooting in 4K because it's like, I already not the great at video, so like might as well have good quality. So I don't know, maybe on the end of the week, check in, I'll try shooting in 1080p and see how that works. Because really, how much resolution do you need for hands? Like, to see my unmanicured, kept hand stuff and money? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll go from there. So, I was on Vision. This is for LASIK for my boyfriend, and it will be getting let's see, I put 40 in there and it had 10 from last week or last budget. Wait. Vision. I put 40. Oh, no, I haven't put 40 in it yet. I was like, what is going on? My tracker said 90 here. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. I put 40 in it this week. I put 40 in this budget and put 50 in last budget. Okay, which makes 90. Math. All right. Personal. So this is a new envelope. It has no money in it. I learned after tracking my expenses for the first budget that a lot of toiletries ran out and needed to be replenished, and I didn't really have a set envelope for that, and it drained my grocery money that I had stuffed in my envelope. So I figure let's go ahead and create an envelope for that, since that's something that comes up about every 3 months. Taxes. So I said in the last video, I'm not sure if I'm going to have to pay taxes, if I'm going to have to pay in this year. I did still sell some stocks, so I do have to pay the capital gains on that. And so I'm not sure. So I'm just going to stuff it just in case. So we are getting a new dog as soon as the breeder calls us and lets us know that mama is pregnant, and we'll be having a litter. I'm going to go ahead and stuff it for when that happens. We are on the list. We have no idea when it's going to happen. You know, nature. Vacation, we'll be getting $5. We don't really go on vacation, but I am going to stuff it just in case we decide we want to do something. Maybe if COVID would go away, that'd be fantastic, but hey. Budget, $5. This is just for my budget stuff. But I've been making a lot of this stuff myself, so I haven't really had to spend much money outside of what I had to spend to get this all started. So that may be an envelope that doesn't get stuffed all the time. So that would be all of my sinking funds for this budget. And then now we're moving on to the savings challenges, my favorite part. Yay! So I don't know if you watched the first video, but if you didn't, me and my boyfriend are going to, we have Saveopoly, 100 envelope challenge, 50 envelope challenge, and then I created a challenge for my son because we were pulling envelopes and he was like, well, I want to pull an envelope. So I was like, I don't see why I can't create a little extra savings challenge for him. I'll show you that when we get to it. So we're going to start off with the Saveopoly. So, excuse me. So my boyfriend rolled and he got 24. And so I put the placeholder on the 24 for him. So we're going to go 21, 22, 23, and 24. And then I rolled and got doubles. So I got a 16 on my first roll. So 10, 15, 16. And then I rolled again for my doubles and got a 22. So 21, 22. So I'm not going to count the money that's in the Saveopoly envelope, but I am going to sort it because otherwise it's going to drive me crazy. So this is my little, see, you can't see the other letters. Now see, whenever like all these lights aren't on and stuff, it's easier to see them, which doesn't make sense in my mind, but it is what it is. So put all the ones here, 5, 10, and the 20s. Okay, and I don't know, maybe if this gets really full to where I have to start creating a second envelope, maybe I'll count it. I don't know. I haven't decided. I haven't decided how long I'm going to do it either. I don't know if I want to fill them all up or I don't know. Okay, so we're going to set that off to the side. So that's our Saveopoly. And then our 100 envelope challenge. Is that next? Yep. So my boyfriend pulled the highest envelope that's in there, which is 115 and 73. So if you didn't watch my first video that I created, the 100 envelope challenge, usually you label your envelopes 1 to 100, and then you pull envelopes and you stuff it, whatever it says on there. I wanted to challenge myself a little bit, and so I actually numbered our envelopes 15 to 115 with three bonus mystery envelopes, and they just have question marks on them, and they're in there. And then if anybody pulls the question marks, then they decide how much they want to stuff into that envelope. It's solely their choice. So let's go ahead and stuff these. So the first one has 115. So 1, 10, and 15. Okay, it's backwards. Okay, and I had to cut the envelopes down a little bit because they wouldn't fit in this box. So I have to fold like a little corner of this to get this to fit in here, which is going to be oh so annoying whenever we pull all the money out to count it. But that's my future person's problem, right? And then 73, so 20, 40, 60, 70, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we'll place that in here, and then we will clip these to the ones that have already been stuffed from the previous budget, and we will put that in the back side so that we do not have to fish around for one that is empty. And then I will color these in. We'll just do green and blue this budget since those are the first two I pulled out. So 115, which is this treasure chest. And I'm left-handed, so it's very hard to not block the camera when I color stuff in. Okay. And then the next one was 73, which is right here. And we'll color that flower in. I have such a busy day today. My son's school is getting out 2 hours early. So for an in-service day, I believe it is. So I've been trying to get dishes and laundry done so that when he gets home, it's just strictly playtime and not his chores have already been completed. So he doesn't have to sit and wait for me to get my chores done so that we can play. But anyway, so the camera overheating, I guess, gave me an opportunity to go switch my laundry over. So for the 50 envelope, Jake pulled 46 and I pulled the 22. So 20, 40, 5, and 6 for his envelope. Oh, no, can't do the... I know I'm weird, but I can't see that big bill on the outside. It makes me nervous. Makes me all nervous and upset. Okay. And then I pulled the 22, which is funny because last time I pulled all the big ones and he pulled all little ones. Well, this time he pulled all the big ones and then I pulled all the smaller ones. I mean, besides the Savopoly, but that was only because I got doubles. But anyway, it's just kind of interesting to watch. It's just fun. It gives us something extra, some incentive to save. It kind of gets you excited about saving. So let's go ahead and fill in the 46. What looks like a budget binder. And these envelopes are just numbered 1 through 50. There's nothing extra or abnormal about these ones. Figured I was challenging myself enough with the 115 to not push it too much because I don't want to also run myself dry by doing savings challenges. They're so fun though, and they're kind of addicting in a way. So if you're having a really hard time saving money, I highly suggest trying a savings challenge and just try a small one. I mean, like the one I created for my son, when all of those, there's 40 envelopes in there, and when they're all filled up, he will have $140. So, and even the envelopes 1 through 50, you get $12.75. So, but we all have different budgets, and I get that. So just figure out something that works within your budget that's sustainable, and just try it, because it's pretty fun. Okay. So that's ours. Okay, so then, because I had all this room in this box, so like this first half are the first 50 envelopes that I created with the extras that I had to cut from the 100 envelope challenge. So there's just all this extra room, and like I said, my son wanted a place, so I was like, I'll create him some. I had this like decorative paper, and so I just cut it to fit, and then I just washi taped the side, nothing fancy. And then I put numbers on it. That number is kind of hard to see with this print. But anyway, these are numbered. There's 40 envelopes in here, and these are numbered 1 through 5 for the first 20. And then the other 20 are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and 10. So instead of the 5, it'll be a 10. And when these are all filled up, it will be $140. So it's just a little extra money that we thought would be fun for Liam to play, and he really wanted to. So anyway, so we're going to let him pull 2 envelopes every time that me and Jake do our bi-weekly budget savings challenge. And he pulled a 2 and a 10, which is the highest envelope in here. There's 40 envelopes, and there's only 4 10s, and he pulled one of them. So he's off to a great start. So he got a 10 and a 2, and I don't have another little clippy thingy like I do for ours. So I did have a paper clip floating around here somewhere, but I'm not sure where it went to. So I'll find it later, and I'll just paper clip these together and set this in here just so he doesn't re-pull something that already has money in it. Okay, so that's it for those. I've already filled in our 50 envelope challenge. Then here is our 100 envelope. I've put the placers on a Savopoly so we know when we roll next time we do the budget, we know where to start. And so I'm just going to clip these all together just so I don't lose these. I tried to like resize these so that I could print them off as my Happy Planner Classic. However, when I tried, it was impossible. It was so difficult. I was able to get the 50 envelope one down, but this 100 one, it was so messed up. I didn't even know where to start. So I was just like, well, I'm just going to get a little folder. I'm just going to keep all the savings challenge stuff in a folder and just call that okay for now until I figure something else out. I'm not sure what I want to do. Okay, so that's all our savings challenges done. And our savings challenges came out to, so here I hadn't wrote it in yet. So Liam pulled a $10 envelope and the $2 envelope. Okay, and so that gives us a total of 24 plus 16 plus 22 plus 115, 73, 46, 22, 10, and $2 gives us a total of $330 that we did with our savings challenges this bi-weekly budget. So I'm pretty proud of that. Trying to get it done as quickly as possible without breaking the bank, obviously. And so that's the plan. So let's see what we have left in our for our rollover of the extra that I pulled out. Not the ones. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 5, 45, 50. So we have $150 left, and that will go into our rollover envelope. Oh wait, this is the money from the from my envelopes in my wallet that I had left over. I forgot about that. So let's add that into this. And this is just like I explained before, is just going to be a rollover for to do an extra budget or do an extra savings challenge at the end of the week check-in. And then anything left over from that then will roll over into my budget for the next week, because I do have my bills, most of my bills on my fall on my first 2-week budget. And then my second half of the month budget is a lot less expensive. So I need to have a hefty rollover to cover me for that first half and make sure that I'm good. So I think that's what I'm going to use what's left over to add a little buffer for my rollover. Okay, so we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So $214. So that will be good to see what we pull for our envelopes at the end of the week. And then use the rest of our rollover. That would be nice. I think that's going to work out good. So we're going to try that. So with that, we're all done. Everything's stuffed. Everything's filled. We're ready for a fantastic week. Hopefully we can save more and spend less. But hey, at least this gives us an excuse to spend. I don't feel guilty for spending any money that's in here because it's allocated to it. That's what it's there for. So with that, I'm going to leave you with a money quote. And today's money quote is going to be from Will Rogers. And the quote is, "The quickest way to double your money is to fold it in half and put it in your back pocket." So take with that you will. And that's it for me. So I hope you have a fantastic week. And do good. And be kind. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. Give the video a like, subscribe, become a member of the channel. I love having you here, and hopefully we grow bigger and bigger every week. With that, I will see you guys on the next video. See ya!